So let's get to another question, and there's a question here that was obtained from a topic called series and sequence. And of course, under that topic, we already discussed two very important types of sequences. We have geometric sequence and arithmetic sequence, abbreviated as GP and AP. So this is a question from an arithmetic sequence. There's a subsection of series and sequence as a topic in Form 3. And the question says, the first term of an arithmetic sequence is -5 and the common difference is 3. List the first 5 terms of the sequence. So you have been told that is question 3. You have been told that the first term of this arithmetic progression or sequence. So we have an arithmetic sequence, and this question says the first term, abbreviated as n, is -5. So in any type of arrangement or sequence called either arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence, the first term is always abbreviated using letter A, just like the way letter A appears to be the first alphabetical letter. So A stands for the first term of any sequence in this topic. You're told the common difference is 3. So in this arithmetic sequence, a common difference is abbreviated using D. So our common difference is 3. And the question says, write down the first or list the first 5 terms of the sequence. So the first term, the second, the third, the fourth, and of course you'll be able to go to the fifth. And what you need to do is this. We are going to have this formula getting used to determine the nth term. If I want to get the first term, or the second term, or the third term, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the 1,000th term, or the 100th term, or the 55th term, I'm supposed to use this formula, a plus b into n minus 1. So, I know very well the first term is -5. That should not bother me so much. So, how do I get the second term? I'll go back to the formula. I know very well, I'm going to say the first term, which is -5, I'm using the formula to get the second term. So, the first term, which is -5 plus our common difference, which is 3, then into n, the second term. So n stands for the number of terms. So it's the second term. So we shall use 2. So we shall say 2 minus 1. So I'm going to have -5 plus 3 into 1. So this translates into -5 plus 3. And this gives us -2. So our second term is -2. That n. What about the third term? I'll again say the third term, I'll begin with the first term, n, which is -5, plus the common difference, which is 3, into the number of terms, the third term. So our n is 3. So we shall say 3 minus 1. So that gives us -5 plus 6. Why 6? I'll just say 3 minus 1, which gives me 2. 2 times 3, that gives us 6. So it will be -5 plus 6. And that gives us 1. So our third term is 1. What about our fourth term? We shall say again the first term -5. This is the same formula. It is used to get the nth term of a geometric sequence or arithmetic sequence, being able to actually capture a particular formula for the purpose of getting any nth term. So we shall be able to say for any arithmetic sequence, the nth term can only be able to get obtained by using n plus d into n minus 1. So -5 plus, then again the common difference 3 into n, the fourth term, n, the number of terms. So it's 4 minus 1. That gives us -5 plus. So 4 minus 1, 3. 3 times 3, 9. So -5 plus 9. That gives us 4. So the fifth term, we shall be able to have -5 again, the first term, plus the common difference 3 into number of terms 5, that is n minus 1. So that translates into -5 plus. So 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 times 3, That gives us 12. So our 50 term is the same. So if someone asks you to write down the first 5 terms or to list down the first 5 terms of that arithmetic sequence, with the first term as a and the common difference as 3, your answer should be -5 as your first term, then -2 as your second term, 1 as your third, 4 as your fourth, and 7 as your fifth. So that becomes answer as far as getting the first 5 terms getting listed down. If the first term is -5, then the common difference in that sequence is 3. The second part of that question says, determine the sum of the first 40 terms of the sequence. The sum of the first 40 terms of the sequence. Remember, this is still an arithmetic sequence. And if it is an arithmetic sequence, then how do you get the sum of the first 40 terms? So sum of the first 40 terms. How do you do this? You're going to have this. You shall say sum of n number of terms in an arithmetic sequence should be equal to n over 2, okay, into 2a plus d into n minus 1. This is the formula of getting the sum of n number of terms in an arithmetic sequence. So we are going to get the sum of the first 40. So the sum of 40 terms. Sum of how many number of terms? The sum of 40 terms. Okay? Should be equal to how many terms do we have? N stands for the number of terms. N stands for the number of terms. I want to repeat. N stands for the number of terms. So our n is 40 divided by 2 into 2 times. What is our a? It is a continuation of what you're actually doing here. Our first term is -5. So a is -5. Plus, what is our common difference? 3 into, what is n? The number of terms, which is 40, then plus 1. Correct. So the sum of 40 terms will be equal to 20. 40 divided by 2 into 2 times -5, -10. Plus 3 into 39. Okay. So the sum of 40 terms will be equal to 20 into -10 plus. So that is 39 times 3. So that is 27 carry 2, that is 9, 11, that is 117. Okay. So we shall have the sum of 40 terms being equal to 20 into -10 plus 117, that is 107. 117 minus 10. That is 17. So, we shall say the sum of 40 terms would be equal to 107 times 20. That gives us 2,140. That becomes the answer as far as the sum of the first 40 terms of this sequence is concerned.